Hey, it's JC here at JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore at 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 436-17419, 531-6097. JC's Comics and More at hotmail.com. And then you can find the Facebook link in the description below. This is Tuesday the 28th of June. Tuesday the 28th of June. I've got this 12 long box collection that I'm still processing. You saw like some of the Wonder Woman, you saw some of the spectacular Spider-Mans that I have. I haven't done the Doctor Strange. We've got the Amazing Spider-Mans I'm going to do. You just saw a little bit. I've got a bunch of the horror and monster reprints from Marvel, including stuff like there's a bunch of Chamber of Chills. I'm going to do something on that just by itself. And we got some Chamber of Chills. We're just going to do a quick little look at some of this stuff. I know I've got friends out there that live in the area and friends that live in Cleveland, south of Cleveland, that are big into this type of stuff. That, hey, just pretend Overkill's playing nearby and you can come on up and stop on in. So maybe that'll get you here. Just pretend they're playing, or pretend you're going to a comic show here, that you can stop by and give me a little bit of time of day. Because I know this is stuff that you like. And I know sometimes you just have Saturdays off. You know, I'm here late. You know I'm here late. You can come on in. I'm going to pause the camera and then we're going to take a look at this stack of Amazing Spider-Mans. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of Conans also. I've got a Conan #1 around here someplace. So we'll be taking a look at them at some point as well. But we got to get to these Amazing Spider-Mans. Okay. Quite a few Amazing Spider-Mans and not quite as many keys. I know the keys were pulled out of here. Stuff like 121, 122, 129, 194, 361, 62, 63. Stuff like that. 300s. I'm sure those were all in there. Because it just doesn't make sense with the stuff he has and then the large group of stuff that's missing. But that's okay. I'm still fine with what's in here. Like Amazing Spider-Man number 89. But of course no 90. Got 91 though. Don't have the, and there's earlier issues, I'm sure, of Amazing Spider-Man, probably down to the teens that were missing. That's too bad. I could have sold the hell out of those and could have gave them a crap load more money. But that's okay. We've got 91, we've got 96, got one of the drug issues. They missed this one here. Maybe they had two of these. But they did get probably the 100. We've got 99. We've got the 101 and the 102. Those are gone. We've got 103, 104. It's funny watching the as I pull these out of the bags. He paid like 35 cents for those when he bought those way back in the day. 108, 110, 111. Got 123. Again, missing 121, 122, 119, 120. I've got 124, 125. The 124s. Pretty nice shape, not nearly as nice as the shape as some of the ones I got back in November. Got 125, one's in nice shape, one's not quite as nice. Got some, it's got a cover roll, but you know, you press it, I'm sure you could do amazing things with it. 126, 127, 128, nope, 132, 133, 134. They obviously did not know this was the second appearance. They call it a cameo, but I consider it second appearance of the Punisher, first appearance of Tarantula. And there you go. You got the Punisher again. You've got Harry freaking out knowing that Peter's Spider-Man. They did have 136. They probably grabbed that, which is the first Harry as the Goblin. But here is the second Harry as the Goblin. 138. They missed the first appearance of Mindworm. 140 with the 143, 144, the Gwen clone, 145 with the Scorpion. These great Gil Kane covers and Romita covers. 146, 147, Kane and Romita. 148, The Secret of the Jackal. Let's see, just pull down this next stack. With the clone storyline, you got 149, a couple of 149s in here. I loved this book. I got this book, real quick story. Got this book in Port Clinton. Folks were down there visiting my dad's. Folks had a marina down there, had a beach down there. The day I bought this, I was out swimming out in the Lake Erie, and sliced my foot open and got to like 40 stitches. That was my first stitches. Lots of blood. There was lots of blood everywhere. It was horrible. It was just, yeah, blood. But I had at least that to read, perhaps for a little while. 150, 151, 155. The blood ran like that when I pulled my foot up, and it came open. 153, 154. I bought my copy of that in Perrysburg, visiting my grandmother. 155. Got that copy at Tremper's in Fremont. We got 156. Got my copy at Tremper's also. That was the first one I got my subscription. My mom got me a subscription to Amazing Spider-Man. That was the very first Amazing Spider-Man I got. That was a happy day when I came home. There was a brown little envelope, and ooh boy, I was a happy kid. 158, 159, 160, The Return of the Terrible Tinkerer. 161, Nightcrawler. A couple 161s. 162. Also had the was the Hitman in there? No, the Hitman wasn't in there. 162 with the Punisher, and the Punisher makes 3. 163, 164, 65. Stake on the Dinosaur Man was back. I was like dinosaurs. I was happy. And then the Lizard. Oh my God! It's like ice cream with sprinkles and chocolate and caramel, and then you throw more ice cream on top. 167, first Will of the Wisp. 168, 169. There's a couple of 169s. More 169s. 170, 171. But there was no Novas in this collection, so I can't believe for a second that he would have this issue that crossover with Nova and not at least have the Nova issue in it. 172, the first Rocket Racer. 173, Molten Man Last Stand, a Romita cover. Ross Andru artwork on the inside. No 174, but we got 175 with the Punisher. 176 with the Return of the Green Goblin. 177. This also, Mike Esposito, a rare Joe Sinnott inks over Ross Andru. 178, 179, 180, 181. That was a reprint. 182, 183. Several 183s. And then we jump from 183 to 197, 198, 198. Got some 199s here. 199, 200. That's a direct market edition. There's the newsstand edition. I got that copy in the mail. That was a happy day too. A couple of 200s. 201, 202. Keith Pollard cover. Joe Rubinstein. 203. Spidey at the end saves Dazzler. And how could I ever repay you? Don't worry, beautiful. I have a strong hunch we'll figure something out. You know what that means. Yeah. Wow. Black Cat's going to be jealous. She showed up in the next issue. And then got a couple of 205s. 206, John Byrne artwork on the inside. With, I think, Gene Day inking. Yeah, Gene Day. 207, 208, 209. Nice couple of 209s there. There's some value to those babies. Madam Web, the person pulling those comics out, they just looked, they were unaware of these here. Got some Madam Webs. So the uninformed speculator don't understand. They're only looking for the quote-unquote hot books. 211, 212, First Hydro Man, 213, 214s, a couple of 215s, a couple of 216s, a couple of 217s, buying at least 2 copies of most of these, which was cool. Frank Miller covers on these as there was on the Spectacular Spider-Mans. We got 218s, another Frank Miller cover. Look at that classic cover. I love to own that original piece. 220 with Moon Knight, 221 Ramrod, 222 rare Walt Simonson cover on Amazing Spider-Man. He also did a cover on Spectacular Spider-Man, I believe issue 54. Suddenly, the Super Apes with Red Ghost. Roger Stern took over as writer with John Romita doing, of course, still doing the pencils. 224, 225, Fool Killer, Red the Black Cat comes back in 226. Multiple 226s. Multiple 226s. They all appear to be, nope, there is a newsstand edition. So there are newsstand editions on these. And then, like on this 227, newsstand edition. Just one copy of that. 228, newsstand. 229, Nothing Can Stop the Juggernaut. And 230, both newsstand editions. 231 and 232, all newsstands. 233, The Fate of the Tarantula. 234, The Will-O-Wisp is back. And yes, the Marvel Collector's Guide is still in this. And Collector's Guide is still in that one too. 235, 236. We've got 237, The Stilt Man. 238, Amazing Spider-Man First Hobgoblin. The tattoos are in that. 239, the second appearance of the Hobgoblin newsstand editions. 240, 241. What a badass cover that is. I would be happy to own that cover. John Romita kind of doing his best Frank Miller-ish cover there. 242, and then it jumps to 274. So again, you can't tell me that missing from 242 to 274. So 252 is missing, and so many of those. You know, he took what? Took 30, 32, took almost 3 years off. I don't think so. 276, 277, 278, and then it jumps to 411. So he took what 30 issues, almost 133 issues off. I again don't think so. 411s. Well, actually, 411s are out of place. 337. So he took what 22 and 37, 59. You know, almost 59 issues. So that's what, almost 5 years off. So we got 337s. Again, multiples. I'll take time off and then I'll come back buying 4 copies of the first issue back. 339, 340s, and then 344 first Cletus Cassidy, and then again going from 344 to 411. I'm sure that there's issues that were in there, including got these annuals. You've got 10s, you've got 11, and then you got 12 being the last one. So no wedding issue, no first appearance of the new Captain Marvel. Again, I think that there's issues that they pulled out and certainly wish that they were in here. But hey, what can you do? If you do like these videos, as always, be sure to please like the channel. If you've not, subscribe. Hit the bell for notification, like, comment, and share. Other than that, have a great rest of your Tuesday. And at the beginning, you saw a quick look at some of the DCs from this week, including that really great Todd McFarlane homage cover. Thanks for watching.